Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, aka BGFH, and I am back for another low vision spotlight video. This is a freebie that you can get on Steam right now, and I heard about this game being a thing a couple months ago, maybe, on Twitter. Didn't know what the extent of it was going to be, but I was amused nonetheless. So I believe, I did a video a while back on a little promotional game that came out in the 90s, believe it or not. And yes, it was in a cereal box because we are going to look at Chex Quest, but we are looking at the newly released Chex Quest HD. And this is like the original, it came on a CD in a box of Chex. I remember coming home from college for, I don't know if it was a Thanksgiving vacation or something like that, but it was like my first year of college. I came home and my parents said, oh, well, hey, I don't know, it's a free game. I don't know, it's good, bad, whatever. But she gave it to me. I took it back to college and ran it on the computer and was surprised that it was actually a kind of amusing little Doom clone back in the day because it used the Doom engine. But it was these weird little, like, snack and food-themed shooter where you were fighting these little slime dudes and you were not really shooting them, you were zorching them with your little beam thingies and that would shoot them back to their own dimension, whatever. And like I said, for what it was far better than it ought to have been. And it's kind of developed this cult classic sort of vibe to it. The original mod, you can play it if you have, like, GZ Doom. You can play it in there. You just find the WAD file for it and play it in there. This, however, is actually kind of a whole 3D remake, at least of the first few levels. And it's in Unreal 4, believe it or not. One of the first things you get is a big old Unreal 4 logo, which is just amusing to me that you have this serial-based game that is Chex Quest, and it is like this new Unreal 4 engine. I'll talk more about the game as we go, but really quickly, main menu, there's not much here. This is basic, bare bones stuff. I had to up the mouse sensitivity under options because it was really slow. And before I go into a new game, on the bottom right here, there's a little text box, there's a little edit box. Now, they give you one character. They give you this guy, this little Chex dude here. What is his name? Like Fred Chexter or something like that. And all these other players here you can play as, but you have to unlock them. And you don't do it necessarily by unlocking them by playing the game. You don't do it necessarily through regular game microtransactions, but apparently there are codes in Chex Mix. So if you buy specially marked packages of Chex Mix now, you can get a code to unlock these characters. Or they're already just posted out on the internet, and I just grabbed the codes like 5 minutes ago. So I did that. You just copy and paste them, boom, and then when you go into the new game, you'll be able to select any of these other characters. I've only played with Mr. Chexter so far, so we're going to do that to start with, but then we're going to take a look at maybe one or two other characters real quick. So yeah, like I said, I will put because who knows how long this promotion is going to last. People will see this video years from now. I'm just going to copy and paste the codes into the video description below, so you will have those if you need them. No as they say in some commercials, no purchase necessary. So let's play some Chex Quest. So we're going to play. And they don't even really give us any difficulty levels, but we're going to play our Chexter dude. And I've got all but one levels unlocked so far. So I've played this a little bit, and it doesn't take long to get through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to start from the beginning because I wanted to show you. And you get even a cutscene, which I don't think was in the original.
Last week, a volcano exploded on planet Bazoik, launching particles of rock into space. One of these asteroids was captured and brought to our lands for testing.
We were investigating these globules as proof of snack life on other planets. When
Snack
we
life.
discovered that they actually contain eggs to an evil snack-eating creature from another dimension. When the eggs are exposed to nutritional substances, they hatch into what we call flamoids.
2 days ago, we lost contact with the people on Bazoik, including 5 members of the Chex Mix Squadron. We can only assume the flamoids have taken over.
To make matters worse, we have found that conventional weapons seem to have no effect on these flamoids. However, by recalibrating the phase frequency of our Zorchers, we can send the flamoids back to their own dimension.
We need a volunteer to fly to the caverns of Bazoik and attempt to rescue the missing units there.
That's ridiculous. What soldier'd be fool enough to enter a cavern full of unstoppable flamoids from another dimension?
I'm from Chex Mix Squadron, and I volunteer. Setting coordinates for adventure.
I could be wrong, but I don't remember there being any cutscenes in the original. It was just a straight up Doom thing. So, I mean, clearly there's a lot of production and effort that have gone into this, and these, yeah, it's stupid cheesy, but it's amusing to me. I think they actually put a lot of work into it.
Fred Chexter has arrived.
Fred Chexter. Oh, interesting. I keep the weapons I've already gotten. That's cool. So, normally you just have a spoon and this little Zorcher gun, your basic blaster. Then you have kind of your little more shotgun-esque Zorcher that, you know, it's slower. Then you have your kind of minigun-esque weapon. And finally... Oh, okay, I must have skipped one. I must have missed finding one in a level. But I do have basically like a rocket launcher or grenade launcher-esque exploder too. But what's cool is you heard that little like psh sound. I have turned the, in the second or third level I believe, instead of having a spoon, I get a spork. Yeah man, we're gonna spork some fools to death here. Alright, we got some Slimer dudes, and you see them just poof away.
I feel stronger. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible, but I feel stronger.
Alright, so we're going to get our health. And I gotta say, this spork is actually really OP. It is just like, as long as you get close to something, it just kind of annihilates most enemies. The only thing is you got to get getting close enough to them. Otherwise, some of the later enemies, like, you're going to get shot at a little bit easier. So the levels are not exactly the same. They are kind of like, this first room looks a lot like it did in the original, but it was all, you know, pretty flat. There were a couple of stairs and minor things here and there. But, you know, I can go into this. I can go in here, but I can't do it just yet. I think that opens later. But, you know, one thing that they didn't have in the original is I just opened up this hatch. So we are going to kill that noise because it's kind of obnoxious. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. You know, everything, the graphics obviously have been remastered. The sound has been remastered, and there's, you know, new music. So there's your regular, just simple Zorcher gun. They're kind of like, you know, they're little Slimers, basically. And I know, oh, I think there's a secret. Oh, let me kill these guys real quick first. We get a... Yeah.
Whoa. Safety first.
Okay, we'll grab our collectibles here. We do have our secrets. And there are these little Chex terminals that you can read a little bit of like backstory or something with them. I'll let you pause and let you read that if you wish to. And it's kind of cool how they've taken like what they used to have for the old Doom HUD, and they just made it look like your helmet. You know, you've got the little bottom piece there, you got the top piece with your health and your armor and your ammo and all that kind of stuff there. So let's switch to our other guns so we have more power. And one shot, boom. Zorchum. Zorch! Hey buddy, come here. I know you were there. I was gonna stream this, but I don't know if I will just because the game is so darn short. Now, what they did, I was hoping that this would have Chex Quest 1, 2, and 3, like the different episodes. I was hoping it was going to be a full deal. I mean, I'm not going to complain because it's a free product. It's a free game. But, so they had the first Chex Quest originally in the 90s, and then they added like 2 episodes. I think they were just downloadable. They didn't come in a cereal box, but you could go download them from the Chex website. You know, because the internet was starting to take off by then, you know, the mid to late 90s, and so these games were tiny. You could just download the extra files, and then you would have extra episodes. But it's just 5 levels, it looks like. There's no difficulty levels.
A nice looking ship. Almost as nice as mine.
But yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get all those other levels. I don't know if they'll be added over time later. But I mean, for what it is, it's kind of neat just seeing them. You know, I like the original quite a bit, especially when you played in the GZ Doom engine with a little more modern controls. But, you know, I mean, it looks, you know, the cartoony cutscenes and everything, it looks good. You know, I mean, I've heard some people think, you know, I've seen a couple of opinions online, oh, this is terrible and the original is way better and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I said, don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of appreciation for the original. And I will keep it, because I have it. But this isn't bad, and like I said, I like what they did with adding the additional voice acting. And as I was playing this a little bit the other day, yesterday, I thought I was bugging the hell out of me. I was trying to figure out, what does this main Checkster guy, what does he sound like? He just reminded me of a character, and I couldn't place it. Not only the way he talks, his voice, the way his voice sounds, but like the way he just talks about things. It finally dawned on me. He reminds me of I think it was a 90s a cartoon, The Tick. Not that god-awful new live-action one, or they tried to reboot it live-action a couple of times. But the original one that I wish to God they could get the licensing for so we could buy the digital versions in HD. Because they were dumb, but they were funny. And I had a laugh. I posted it on Twitter even, because, you know, we have the little spoon and we have the spork, but it's just funny because, you know, we have the Tick and then his like Mothman sidekick, and he was trying to come up with like this catchphrase, and so what does he do? He just says spoon. And it just kind of made me laugh because, you know, we have a spoon. That's our melee weapon, so it's perfect. The voice just kind of reminds me of the Tick. And he says really dumb things. You know, he's got a little bit of a Duke Nukem 90s shooter vibe going on. We're going to make some quips here and again. So we lowered the platform to get on this ship. And now look at this ship. It's a flat looking ship. But when you go inside...
This key will be useful for opening doors. Now, where is a blue door?
Oh, okay. I thought there was a ship where I could go inside and there was multiple levels. I think that might be later. So there's our our little phlemoids. Come here, buddy. And they even have Chex Mix labels on the door. I mean, this is still a promotional thing. And I'm okay with that because I know, you know, like, if the game knows what it is. It's not trying to pretend it's anything but what it is. So I'm totally fine with it. I mean, that's what it was originally. So I'm good. So we got our reception area. I can jump in this game, which is really slow and floaty, but I can. The one complaint that I do have, gameplay-wise, is simply the fact that when I switch weapons, like if I hit 3, then I hit 4, 2, look at how slow that is. I'll hit 3. It's like a 2 to 3 second pause to switch. And, you know, you want to quick, oh, I need to switch to the rapid fire. Oh, I want to switch to a whatever gun. That is obscenely slow. That's the one complaint that I do have about the actual kind of gameplay and interface. It just takes it's so slow.
I guess I'll explore this one too.
Okay, I'm going to use my rapid fire. I'll show you the other gun just so you can see it. Oh, okay, no, that's not a rocket. That's right, that's like a laser, kind of a plasma gun-esque thing. I'm going to switch back to a lighter one because why waste all this precious ammo on... Okay, I guess that is sort of a multi-story thing, so that ship does make sense. Let me look around out here really quick. So we got a red door, or we got... Let's see, where does this one lead? They look like just giant 3D boogers. I mean, I think that's what they were going for, but yeah, I mean, they're not sprites anymore. They look all 3D and like puffy and just like 3D, kind of nasty looking. Phlemoids is kind of the right description for them because that's pretty much, yeah, what they look like. So let's go up this ramp in here and go in an elevator. Bah.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, there's some pretty dumb quips that he has, but they amuse me. I mean, it is what it is. And it's perfect for kids, you know? I mean, it's kind of like a great My Kids first-person shooter. It's competent. It works well. I mean, it's not really that buggy. I mean, it works. It's cartoony and entertaining. Music is catchy enough. So, and it's not meant to be difficult either, you know. It's just a chill game. I have died on it just because I was messing around and I didn't get... It's like, oh crap, there's a guy that kind of spawned around me. And if they get close to you, they can just knock your health down pretty quickly. Go up here.
There's a key. I can...
Yeah, he takes like little sayings and just kind of turns them on their side just a little bit. No, shoot him. Okay, so we're gonna have a key.
I knew it. Must be a red door too.
Let's see, was there anything else in here that I wanted to grab? And you know, it looks good. I love... The one thing I will say is I love the bright colors, you know? I mean, there's... Especially in shooters, there's just not enough color. I mean, look at these nice blue little charts here. I mean, just super bright blue. We got these consoles here. It got the kind of gooey slime that's sort of taking over everything. But just really cartoony, and I like it. I like it. You know, I mean, say what you will. I know some people don't like it, but whatever. I don't mind them. Okay, so we landed at the foot of our ship. And where was our red door again? Was it... Oh. Okay. I ran out of that ammo. Okay. So we'll go in here. Alright, we'll grab those. There's probably a secret in here, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, wasn't it? I mean, this level is not very big either. I'm trying to remember where it is. Was there a red door in here? I think there might have been. So we can't go in that way. Yeah. Okay, so we got a little bit of a weird orby enemy thing. Oh god. We got hurt a little bit on that one. Because like I said, I wasn't paying too much attention here, but that's the end of the level. Get your typical 90s stat screen. Missed an enemy or two. Got 71 secrets. We got 25% of the secrets, and items found 76. Time, and then par. Yeah, fair enough.
This ain't my first level.
Yep, gotta make fun of that cop stuff. So rather than play it as him, let's exit to main menu. And I kind of want to see what the difference is. So we're going to do that. And I kind of want to be this, all of the characters are based around the different things that are in Chex Mix. Like my favorite actually is the cheddar. When I get Chex Mix, which I do on occasion, I really love the cheddar flavor. And so you got the square pretzel guy, you got the round pretzel guy, you have the Chex, which we were playing, you've got the kind of rye crackers, the breadstick. Oh, okay, so each character oh, that's interesting. So you actually have to play through these with all the characters. I thought I could just go, so we're going to have to play the first level again.
A volcano exploded on planet Bazoik,
so we'll see what variation
launching
there
particles
are.
of
It's
rock
short.
into space. One of these asteroids was captured and brought to our lands for testing.
We were investigating these globules as proof of snack life on other planets when we discovered
The
that
voice
they
reminds me
actually
of the original
contain eggs
Ninja Turtles
to an evil
Donatello
snack-eating
doing like a
creature from
German
another
accent.
dimension. When the eggs are exposed to nutritional substances,
Wouldn't surprise me if
they
it was.
hatch into what we call flemoids.
2 days ago, we lost contact with the people on Bazoik, including 5 members of the
Bazoik.
Chex Mix squadron. We can only assume the flemoids have taken over.
To make matters worse, we have found
Well,
that
I get a kick out of their
conventional
little
weapons
presentation
seem to have
style.
no effect on these flemoids. However, by recalibrating the phase frequency of our Zorchers, we can send the flemoids back to their own dimension.
We need a volunteer to fly to the caverns of Bazoik and attempt to rescue the missing units there.
That's ridiculous. What soldier'd be fool enough to enter a cavern full of unstoppable flemoids from another dimension?
God, he sounds familiar
I'm not
too.
volunteering, I'm standing up. Stand-up's kind of my thing. I do this open mic night over at Zany's every Thursday. All right, forget it. Fine, I'll go.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the address? Okay, I'll figure it out myself.
Okay, so everything else is the same, but you got a little bit of different dialogue. Well, so as we play through the level really quick, we'll just see if he has some different dialogue saying. So, I mean, I guess there's replayability. I don't know if each character has different weapons.
This looks like a nice place for a summer home. This or the inside of a flaming garbage can.
Okay.
You know, they really should have already given me this.
Huh. I like him. He's kind of got that cynical.
Finally.
He's kind of got that cynical
Indestructible. Let's not test this theory.
attitude, which I generally like. The other guy, of course, he's kind of this overconfident, like I would say, like a combination between, excuse me, the Tick and Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hit the...
Well, here goes something.
So we'll just kind of speed through here, and I don't even know if I'm gonna play through the full level, but I just want to give you an idea. It's not that far, dude. Okay, you're dead. Let's go get our secret.
There it is. Nice one.
Okay, we got our secret. Much more munitions, which we definitely want. Because when they do start you, you don't get a whole lot of ammo. They are actually a little bit stingy on the ammo. I guess I could show you the spoon. So, you just kind of jab them a little bit. Hey buddies, come here. I'm going to jab you with my spoon. Come here. I know one of you is going to... Yeah, let's go back to my gun again, my Zorcher. So you see that little aura around them, then you know you killed them. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's just a simple little shooter. You get a little bit of different colorful dialogue from the different characters, it looks like, once you unlock them. Now, I don't know if, like, let's say you beat the game with all 5 characters or with a character. I don't know if you unlock further missions or episodes. Maybe the other ones are hidden in there.
Shit, but how many light years to the gallon does it get?
How many light years to the gallon? Okay. Because I didn't do, you know, any research as far as like, oh, are there hidden things in there other than going to look up the codes for the other characters, because I'm not really going to buy that many packages of Chex Mix just to try to get those. Okay, how did I die? I wasn't even paying attention, so there was another guy. But actually, I'm glad that happened, because then you can see, so I'll just say main menu. There's not much else to show. So, I mean, like I said, it's free. The production is actually really nice. It's kind of got this colorful, cartoony vibe to it. And it is what it is. Like I said, you can play it on Steam right now for free. Just look up Chex Quest HD. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, illegally-cited.com, and of course, youtube.com/illegally-cited. Remember that I will put the character unlock codes in the video description below. So if you want to unlock some of the other characters and play as them, feel free. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll chat with you guys later.